Juliet fell asleep in the stroller on the way home from the village. Staying in a lovely cabin in northern Minnesota. There's a nice dock. You can kind of swim here a little bit, but it's kind of seaweedy. And it's rocky, so we haven't really been swimming here, but it's very beautiful. There's lots of red-winged blackbirds, and we've seen lots of deer. But I'm gonna go try to find a shadier spot so we can talk. Okay, I'm back inside our little cabin. I'm kind of doing everything all in the wrong order. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Sarah. Hello. So here's just some of the yarns I brought up with me. This is Gnome Acres Berry Gnome on the House Gnome base. And this one is Lovey Dovey Gnome Acres on the Sparkle base. And I brought my second West Yorkshire Spinner sock, Goldfinch, toe up. I caked up the yarn so I could. Is this focusing? Why isn't this focusing? I'm probably moving too much, sorry. West Yorkshire Spinners. And this is more Gnome Acres, No Place Like Gnome. And some random Nitpicks Felici, which they have new colors now in stock, and they're really pretty. I may have ordered a few. And of course, little crazy Zalver ball. Random knitting needles. Okay, let me see if I can set up. Okay. Now, I am Sarah. Love sock wool. That was me talking before. I hope you could hear me. I was trying to talk quietly because Juliet was sleeping in the stroller and I didn't want to wake her up. I also do not have my microphone with me, and I apologize. I hope you can hear me okay. I can speak up now because I'm inside. So we are up north at a cabin that Ben found on Airbnb. We currently have Airbnb guests in our house back in St. Paul, so it's nice because those people are paying for this Airbnb. It's like an even exchange kind of. So the money we got from renting our house out to them, we then use to rent this cabin. So it's nice. It's kind of like a free vacation. So I thought I would just quickly share with you some of the knitting I brought with me. I didn't bring, well, I brought a lot of yarn, as you could just see. A few moments ago, but I didn't bring too many projects. I just brought like some socks, second socks to finish. I brought 2 shawls and my Cozy Memories blanket, and that's about it. So I'll show you what I worked on yesterday. I mostly brought second socks to force myself to work on them and finish them. So I've been really wanting to get my second Felici sock going. This is the Tea Party colorway, and it's all wrinkled up. It's been sitting in my bag. But yesterday I was literally like right here, and I was able to, I'm on vacation, so I was able to knit. So I knit all the way down past the gussets, and now I'm a good 10 rows past the gusset. So this sock is basically done, and it is sock number 2. And here's the yarn I'm all tangled up. This is very disorganized. I'm so sorry. I probably lost all of you. So here's the lovely yarn. And my motivation to finish this is because I ordered 2 more colors of Felici. They have Felici. So run to the Knitpicks website and get it before it sells out. I got the balloon colorway, and I don't even know what the other color was. I think it maybe was called like Ever After or something like that. It's like purples and blues. It's really pretty. Just go look at the website and you will see them and love them and want them all. And they have like a dark rainbow color, and of course rainbow and time traveler. They have got good colors. this time around. Second sock I brought to finish is my Desert Vista Dye Work Somebody Doodle Dandy on the sparkle base. So this is sock number 2, and I am highly motivated to finish this one because it's going to be 4th of July next Monday, so these are my 4th of July socks. Need to get them finished. They've been on the needles for like a year, so it's time. It is really sparkly. I love it. So maybe tonight I can get past the gussets. We shall see. I might get distracted, as you will see in a moment. And then the other second sock I brought up is my Wonder Woman socks by Gnome Makers, and this is also on the Sparkle Gnome base. And this is sock number 2. I haven't gotten very far, but maybe tomorrow I can try to crank out the leg of this sock. So I think those 3, and the West Yorkshire Spinner sock, those are all my second socks that I brought with me. And as you saw, I have many other yarns to cast on new socks if I want to, but I've been trying to be good and just work on finishing up my second socks. I did finish a single sock in the car on the way up here, and this is Gnome Acres No Place Like Gnome on the Wendelin, a house gnome base, but the Wendelin sock pattern. And if you've seen my past 1 or 2 episodes, I've shown the socks. So I'm so happy to have this one done, and oh, the yarn is over, it's over on the little table over there. So I should try to get the second one cast on. But I might want to play with other sock yarns. We shall see. So all of these socks have been hanging out in a project bag I made for myself with scraps from a bundle of Liberty of London fabrics I got in, it was like a 50-pack piece of fat 30 seconds. Did you know that you could buy fat 30 seconds? I did not know this, but apparently you can. They're only like about this wide and this long, so it's like you're getting this rectangle of fabric. But I've been just dying to try Liberty of London fabric because it's just so beautiful, but it is very expensive. And I found this website called duckadilly.com, and I think it's in Michigan, and they sell all Liberty of London fabrics, and they have fabric bundles that you can purchase, and one of them is a rainbow pack of 50 pieces of fat 30 seconds. So I got it, and I actually already have it cut up and made into patchwork strips that I'm going to make a quilt with, which I should have brought that with me, but I didn't. But anyway, after I prepped all of the fabric for that quilt, all the little scraps I had left over were like these size, and I was not going to throw them away. So I held on to them for quite a while. They've just been sitting in my dining room, and I finally decided I am just going to strip quilt them together on a piece of fleece and make like a string quilt piece of fabric, whatever, and make a bag out of it. And this is all I really had fabric for. The back is just the denim. I even had to piece the denim on the back to make it big enough. So I love it. I love this bag so much. It's so happy and cheerful. And I just have some polka dot striped lining. So anyhow, all I did was I took a piece of, I think I even took fusible fleece, took this red piece and put it in the middle and sewed it down, and just started just right sides together, sewing and ironing them over. It's just quilt as you go, but I didn't do any over quilting other than just the top stitching right there and the top stitching right there. So it's very simple, and it was very fast. I just did it in a morning, and I love it so much. It's so squishy. So all my second socks are hanging out in my Liberty of London project bag that I adore. Okay, so those are my socks. And it feels so nice to get second socks cranked out because it's such a novelty for me to actually get pairs finished. What an idea. Okay, so the other thing I brought with me to work on that I have in my beautiful Coddington project bag is a new shawl I cast on, and this is the Party on My Needles by Joji Locatelli, and she just came out with this, I think this past week, and it's just a lovely garter stitch shawl that has kind of, I think it's like kind of, I don't know, I want to say feather and fan lace on the bottom, but I don't know if I'm saying that right. That might not be the lace, but it's very simple, very beautiful, and you should go buy this pattern because it's really nice. But what I did was I just wanted to make a scrappy shawl. So I've just been having fun knitting whatever yarn I feel like knitting. So I started off with some of Molly's Homespun House yarn on Pygmy Puff on her Dale base. And this is also Homespun House Chakura on Olsen. This is Juliana's Fibers Above the Clouds. I just finished a pair of socks in that. This orangey color is a mini from Sue. The purple is another mini that I got in a swap. And then this is Deborah Norville Pink Sugar, which I adore this yarn. I've said that a million times. It's still true. I love it. It's $3 a ball. Go get some. You won't be sorry. I'm like all over the place crazy. This is the rest of the purple. So I just threw in this bag a bunch of yarns that I thought would be fun to knit into a scrappy shawl. So yeah, might be about 2/3 done with the garter stitch section, and it's on size 4 carbons that I enjoy. So yes, it's nice and squishy. It's like a cozy memories blanket in shawl form. And then I have a Boneyard shawl that the one I posted on Instagram. It's the Pandia's Jewels. Where did I put that project bag? I'm not sure where I put that project bag. I brought it. Maybe if I pause, I can go get that. But we'll see. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, you guys. Let me just get a little bit organized here. Not that you will be able to tell. Okay. All right, so this afternoon, Juliet and I put her in the stroller. That's why she's asleep, is because I put her in the stroller. And we walked over to where there's like a park and a beach, and you go a little bit further, and then you're on this main street of the little town that we're nearby, and it's this adorable, walkable downtown with ice cream shops and gift stores and a quilting and yarn shop in one place. And so I was hesitant to go in because, you know, Juliet's 3, almost 4, and that's like taking a bull into a china shop because I just never know what she's gonna do. So I didn't want her to destroy the yarn shop and like rub her snotty nose all over the fabric and put her little sticky fingers on everything. And she doesn't have a runny nose, but she could spontaneously get a runny nose right as we go in, and then the ladies who own the shop would be really mad at me. So, but anyway, I was like, no, we need to, I wanted to get out and go do something. And so we went, and she was very good. She did pick up a lot of yarn, but she didn't destroy anything, so that was good. So I went in, and, you know, I kind of keep my expectations a little bit low for, you know, smaller little yarn shops, because usually they just have like the commercially prepared yarns. You're not going to have like indie dyed yarns or anything, which is fine. It's all good. But so I went in and I was pleasantly surprised. So I got 2 fun little goodies. I got some Plymouth Happy Feet, and I think this is called crayons. I think so. Yeah, crayons. Isn't that fun? It just looks like summer, doesn't it? I could eat it. It looks so amazing. I love it. I might make like a little pair of ankle socks for Juliet. We'll see. It's 90 superwash merino wool, 10% nylon, or 90% wool, 10% nylon. And What is the yardage? Pray tell. 384 yards. Plenty. Plenty for my purposes. I probably would have enough to make myself a pair of socks, even if I make her a little toddler pair. And then I got this. It's completely blown out. Maybe if I bring it closer. There we go. Toy Box Collection Rainbow. I guess these are both Plymouth yarns. Yeah, Plymouth. This is totally acrylic yarn. What? 240 yards, US 7 needles. I saw it and I was like, I want to make Juliet a hat with that. Look how fun. I'm sorry it's like blown out. I have to hold it a little bit closer so it doesn't blow out. And so I didn't bring any bigger size needles with me. So I just picked up some Chalgoo. I don't know what these are. 6s? They're 16-inch. I think they're US 6s. Yeah. So I'm going to cast on a little hat. Just a simple, probably stockinette one. Or maybe the barley hat. We'll see. It's totally neon. And it's totally acrylic. That's only like $6. I had to do it. It's just fun. So yes, that is that. This is amazing. Look at that. I love these colors. I'm so glad that I went in that little shop. And then when we were done, we walked across the street and we got smoothies from a smoothie place across the street. And then we walked back home and Juliet promptly fell asleep because she has been up since 6:15 this morning. Oh, mercy. Okay, I'm gonna go get Cozy Memories. Okay, I got my other shawl in Cozy Memories. My beautiful Lone Larch project bag that I will love and adore is my Boneyard. I'm obsessed with the Boneyard shawl, you guys. If you haven't made one, you should make one. It's just good, clean fun. It just is. So this is Pandia's Jewels on Unicorn Barf, and the stripe is Radioactive. And I love it. I'm smitten. So smitten. And this is her squidgy base, which is a 100% superwash merino. Love it. And then here's Radioactive. It is definitely radioactive. It's probably nuclear. I mean, look at that. And I'm using a US 4. I have 5 jillion ends to weave in. I should just do it like right now. Get it over with and weave them in as I go. I might do that. So yes, I'm quite enjoying this. And the lovely Miss Pandia's Jewels, she sent this cute little stitch marker too. I think it says band on there. I don't know if you can see that, but so yes, here's my other shawl I've been working on. I've been a little bit shawl crazy lately. Probably because my shoulder is feeling much better. Praise the Lord. So update on that. I'm done with PT. I'm so thankful to be done with PT. It was like 2 straight months, pretty much every week of having appointments. I'm really thankful to be done with that. And my shoulder feels like, I would say 90% better. I have to just keep doing my exercises and I think I'll be okay. And I also have to be really careful with my posture, like while I'm knitting, and also just not be knitting for too long, and just, you know, I just need to be smart with how I spend my time. Don't we all? So anyway, here is Cozy Memories. This is the smaller of my 2 blankets. So because it's summertime now and quite a bit warmer, I've switched to the smaller blanket. So these are the 3 squares I've put on since the last time I showed this blanket. So this beautiful purple and this is Unicorn Barf from the Pandia's Jewels. She sent a real pretty little mini in with my order, and it's called Purple Rain. So I put that on, but it wasn't enough for a whole square. So I put some Unicorn Barf on. And then this is a mini that I got in a swap. And I think it's Manic Pixie Dream, something like that, but it's like cloudy with rainbows, I think is the colorway. And then I put Molly Weasley from No Makers on. And yeah. And I really want to play with my yarn that I brought with me, the No Makers Berry No Me and Lovey Dovey. So I might put some squares of them, because maybe that will prevent me from casting anything on with it if I just put some squares on my blanket, because then I'll still get to play with it, but then not be like casting on 5 jillion more projects like I do. So here is my Cozy Memories bag. I brought up my Gilmore Girls minis, and I brought up all my 80s minis because they're so beautiful. Just love them. I don't want to knit them because then I won't have them anymore. But that's silly. So I'm sure I will knit these into my blanket. And I did treat myself to a nice set of needles for my Cozy Memories. So a week or so ago, Signature Needle Arts was having an anniversary sale, and free shipping. So that everything was discounted, plus you got free shipping. So I ordered some 7-inch straights with the spiral ends, and these are 2.5 millimeter 7-inch straights. And it is hard to find 7-inch straights. I feel like you can find 10-inch very easily, you can find 14-inch very easily, but 7-inch is really hard to find. And I think Signature is one of the few manufacturers of needles that make a 7-inch needle. And I could be completely wrong about that, but I've looked and I have not been able to find a 7-inch knitting needle in a 2.5 millimeter needle. So I went ahead and grabbed them. I felt a little bit guilty because they're kind of expensive. Even, they are expensive, even with the discount. But, I mean, I love this project, and I'm sure I will be knitting on Cozy Memories possibly for the rest of my life because I love it so much. So I think it was worth it to go ahead and get a decent set of needles just for my Scrappy blanket. So I think that might be all I have to show. I know this is very fast and quick and disjointed and disorganized and discombobulated, but I'm on vacation, so it's okay. That's how it has to be sometimes. So I'm gonna go check on Juliet, make sure she hasn't wandered off somewhere, and yeah, I will see how long this is and see if it's even worth uploading to the YouTube. I hope you guys are doing well and you are having a lovely summer. We are having a pretty good start to our summer. My older two are at camp right now. That's why it's just me and Juliet right now. And Ben is actually still down in the cities for work, but he's going to come and join us shortly. So I'm having a little craftcation for a little bit before he comes back up here. So I will let you go, and thanks for watching. And I'm sorry this is ridiculous. But mwah, love you guys. Bye.